Hello everyone. Today I suggest we make this beautiful bracelet together. To make this bracelet, we'll need 2 beaded tubes, a charm for the center, a pin onto which we thread the 2 tubes and the charm, then close the ends with loops, a slider chain. You can replace it with a regular chain and a clasp. For these 2 beautiful bracelets, I actually use tunnel earrings for the piercings. They are incredibly convenient because they easily unscrew, allowing you to effortlessly attach them when you are constructing the tube. This makes the entire process much simpler and more efficient. Here, I have a small tube diameter so it doesn't wobble on the pin. But accordingly, you make a larger tube diameter, put it on, connect both the tube, and then close it with the screw-on cap. For bracelets, I use the smallest size, 3 millimeters, since it fits the pin perfectly. For me, it's far too loose. The larger metal washers I use for making pendants. With this technique, you can create a large, beautiful set of jewelry bracelets from bead tubes. You can also complement it in the same style with earrings. Well, and then you'll have a fantastic, great set expertly made from sturdy recycled tubes. We will need thread, a needle, and 2 types of beads. For the center, I use Miyuki Delica 11 silk, and for the edges, I use Miyuki Delica 11 gold. The tube in length consists of 10 beads. To do this, you thread 10 beads onto the needle, with 2 gold ones at the edges. And for the second row, we add 1 more gold bead. Here are our 2 shiny gold beads. We carefully skip them. And insert the needle into the 3rd bead. Next, we carefully pick up the delicate Miyuki silk thread and begin the intricate process of stitching 1 tiny bead at a time, meticulously skipping 1 bead each time. Here, our working thread gracefully emerges, and we then precisely skip the very next bead before carefully inserting the needle, effectively skipping 1 bead in this precise manner. Here, the thread carefully comes out again. We then skip 1 small bead and gently insert the needle right through, skipping 1 bead. This creates a brick stitch. And we continue like this until the end of the row. We finish the row, we can adjust our weaving a bit so that all the beads line up evenly. Next, we'll sew in 1 bead into each indentation and insert the needle into each protruding bead. We pick up a gold bead at one edge, and at the beginning of each row, we pick up a gold bead and the center bead. Continue with the colored bead. Pick up a gold bead and insert it into the first protruding bead. Again, we take a bead onto the needle and carefully insert the needle into the very next protruding bead. And continue like this until the end. For the new row, when we turn around, we start with a gold bead and continue with the colored ones. And we keep doing this until there are the same number on each side, 6 gold beads on each side. 6 on one side and 6 on the other side. For a bracelet on tunnel earrings, we make a greater number of rows of beads, and this depends on the tunnels you use. Here mine is either 3 millimeters, but there are larger sizes as well. Accordingly, if you choose a significantly larger size, you will definitely need to make many more rows of beads. It will entirely depend on the precise size of your tunnel. So please try it out. Carefully hold it up and then see when you have a sufficient number of rows of beads to securely close it into a complete and perfect ring. When we finished our piece, we have 6 gold beads on each side. Now, with careful attention, we can begin the process of joining this piece into a continuous tube. To achieve this, we must gently fold it and then, with precision, pass the needle through each individual protruding bead, carefully alternating from one side to the other. From one side, then the other. That is, our edges should come together. We insert the needle into the first protruding bead on the opposite side from where the thread comes out. The thread comes out on the left, so we insert it into the first protruding bead on the right. Pull it a little tight. Next, into the protruding bead on the left. If you are carefully making a delicate tube from tiny delicate beads, please do this very carefully, as these particular beads are exceptionally fragile, possess quite sharp edges, and can easily cut the thread, potentially causing damage. So please don't use too much excessive force. Instead, carefully insert the needle with precision and then gently alternate like this, slowly pulling the thread ever so slightly, but be sure not to pull it too tightly. When you come out of the final prominent protruding bead, your thread will then exit next to your second end of the thread which we started our weaving with. And now our tube is ready. We gently and carefully pull and fasten the two threads securely together in a knot. We carefully take our tube, gently tighten the delicate thread, then meticulously check precisely where the thread comes out, and subsequently send the needle smoothly into the neighboring bead, ensuring a secure connection. After we've tied the knot and brought the needle out through the neighboring gold bead, we pass it into the gold bead from top to bottom. So initially we inserted it from bottom to top, and now it comes out from the top. Now we insert the needle into the neighboring bead from top to bottom, where the thread comes out, and through the adjacent loop. I go through from the bottom with the needle. First, make a secure knot, and then carefully return to the very same bead I initially exited just before forming the knot. And gently, I pull it tight. You'll feel when your knot is hidden inside the gold bead. At this point, you can cut the thread. We hide the second thread in the same way. We go into the gold beads. First go from bottom to top, then into the neighboring bead from top to bottom, then hook onto the bridge, make a knot, return to the same bead you exited, and pull tight. The knot hides inside the bead. Cut off the end. When we've made two tubes, we take a pin. Mine is gold-plated with a coating. This prevents the loops from darkening or oxidizing. Our task is to make a round loop on each side. You can do this with round-nosed pliers. I use a special tool for making loops. We make a loop on one side, thread on, a flexible tube, a sturdy spacer, and a connector. A tube, and on the other side make a second loop. Try to make it tight. This will allow the tubes not to wobble. I don't twist it all the way with my specialized tool because I genuinely want the resulting loop to be as incredibly close to the main tube as humanly possible. So I then finish twisting it completely by hand, just all of it, and then continue. We use these loops to attach the slider. Our bracelet is ready. This is the beautiful result we get. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe. There will be lots more interesting things on my channel.